A man washed up from the beach in tatters, having no previous memories and no knowledge of anything before now. He arrived on the shore from nowhere, and it appeared he had nowhere to go. Blinded by the strange light of the sun, he retreated to the dark alcove for solace. Some youths gathered on the beach. They built a fire and circled around it to talk their idle banter. The ragged man, who had neither use nor experience with communication, found these distant noises strange and wondrous. He gazed at the wall in the alcove and watched their giant shadows, believing them to be the true form of these strange people, deceiving himself to be in the company of gods. A day or two later they came up to his home, and with their hissing hands left cryptic symbols on the walls, whilst he hid in the darkness of the shadows. He would dream about those symbols and what they meant. What did Jocko mean, or Gwip, or Nocera? He believed he knew these words, but couldn't bring himself to remember. Maybe they were people he had met, or ancient things from the deep, existing before man, bargaining for a love that had somehow been lost. Maybe he was a king of some distant land, like the giants that seemed to rule this kingdom. These fantasies, however much filled with whimsical grandeur, always included one particular piece, a giant symbol, eroded away by time and the elements, much like his own mind. Curious that he should find such kinship with paint-speckled stones. The other paintings at least had some definite form, but this? He could, by squinting, make out a few dots here and there, and a white curve that grew and grew and grew until it came crashing downwards, fading into the stone. What was that? Something so familiar. This noise, so familiar that it moves his very being forward and rendered the world out of focus. No, not noise. Something that evokes such strong feelings deep inside him can hardly be demeaned as such. But what does this sound mean? And why now? Why him? The only thing that he is certain of is where it comes from, though unfortunately the irony is lost on him. His heart danced as he approached the sea, and kept on walking. The waves lapped over him, pulling him down into the cold darkness that he had until now found so safe and familiar. As he drifted down, the sound got louder, until he could hear nothing else, and that's when it happened. He had remembered what had been spurring him on, and he smiled, too weak to do anything, as he sank down into the depths below.